Okay. So in this lesson, which is part 6, okay, we are going to look at some frequently used phrases, and we're going to have a dialogue talking about beef steak, okay? We call it bistic, okay? And some medical emergency. Oh, you can use this, okay? Since you're
Yeah.
kind of related to
Yeah.
medical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Medical emergency conversation or phrases that you can use. Now, we just looked at the noun case last time. Now we're going to look at the sa case. Everything that we, in the sa case or sa phrase or sa portion of the sentence, sa case, you can find here the place of something, the time. So basically, adverbs goes in this clause or in this portion, and the person who is basically a place of something, if we want to, or place of something or someone, okay, where we want to put. Time is also put here. So place of something, either place of something or the sa pronouns, place, place, like adverbs of place, where, this is where we're going to find that clause or phrase, in time, okay? So if you want to say at in the morning, remember sa in Tagalog, this functions as our preposition plus the phrase. So this is where our prepositional phrase goes, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's go page next. So let's go look at this. Okay, we're not going to do that anymore. All right, so here are some frequently used phrases. Can you please read the Tagalog?
Alam ko po,
I1 or ewan?
ewan ko po.
Ewan is more common. Ewan.
With the
With the yeah.
Hindi ko po alam. Nga. Nga. Ulit po. Bagalan mo. Bagalan po niyo. Ninyo.
Ninyo or nyo. Yeah, sometimes we shorten this. We contract this like that. Nyo.
Nyo.
That means ninyo.
Okay. Hindi ko po narinig. Hindi ko po naintindihan.
Pasensya.
Pasensya ya. Pasensya na ha. And pasensya na po kayo.
Okay, so you would see when it's casual and when it's respectful, you find po. Okay, and here, every time there's po, it's just being respectful. Okay, all right. So, how do you say? So I want you to use this, and I'm gonna ask you something in English, and you can pretty much pick whatever you want to answer me with. Okay. So let's see. Do you know where Tom Hanks live?
Hindi ko po alam.
Very good. Okay. Do you know that do you know that there's a lockdown already in almost all the United States?
Hindi ko po narinig.
Narinig, okay. What's this? Okay. Now, I want you to tell me, do you want me to drive fast? Are you in a hurry? I'll drive fast.
Pakibagalan po niyo.
Yeah, you have to tell that when you go to Philippines. You have to tell the driver that, especially if well, You know what? Because it's so jammed in Philippines, you won't even have a problem with this because it's so it's so jammed. They wouldn't be able to drive that fast. Okay. Um, let's see. Um, did you understand what I just said?
Hindi ko po naintindihan.
Mhm. Intindihan. Okay, naintindihan. Okay.
Naintindihan.
Mm-hmm. Uh, okay, let's see here. How come you're late? You're late. You're late.
Pasensya na po kayo.
Very good. Okay. All right. So here, this particular verb, paki, this is a prefix which we attach in front of a root verb. Okay. So when you say paki, it's like saying, actually, it's like saying please only. But this is also with the nga, it's like would you please. It's complete. Okay. So for example, you just want somebody, you're just telling someone, you just want someone to do something for you, okay? Like, can you please pass the salt? Please pass the salt without the would you, okay? You just say this, okay? So you would say, pakiabot, okay? Salt, pass the salt. Pakiabot ang salt, okay? Please pass the salt, okay? Please
What word is
pass.
pakiusap?
Pakiusap is request. Usap is talk. But if you say paki, it means a request. Okay? All right? Usap by itself is talk. So it's like, so yeah, when you say pakiusap, it means please talk or it's a request. Okay?
Okay.
So please pass and remember ang is the salt. Okay?
Mhm.
It's like that. So what if you want to say, I will give you the verb, okay? And you're going to tell me how you would say, please sit. So sit is upo.
So pakiupo.
Yes, pakiupo. Please wait. And wait is
Pakihinte.
hintay, okay?
Hintay.
Hintay, okay? Please, uh, please give or hand this. Please hand to, okay, bigay.
Pakibagay.
Correct. For example, if you want to say, please hand this to something to, okay? So you would say, paki bigay. What if you want to say, please, please open? You know what open is?
Give me 1 second. Labasan.
Labasan? No, labas is out.
Uh,
Labasan is an exit.
mm,
I'll give you the, it starts with a B and then there's K. So all the missing is
Bukas.
yes, vowels. Very good. You know, so how would you say please open?
Pakibusa. Bukas.
Pakibukas. Yes. Okay. And what is please close?
Give me 1 second. Uh, yeah, I'm not
Hindi
sure.
lang. Sara. Okay? Sara. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Sara is to close.
Mm.
If it's already closed, is sarado. This is adjective.
Oh, yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Okay, the other one is a verb to close. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Okay, let's go. Next. Let's have a dialogue. So, can you read the title, please?
Ako gusto ko ng bistik.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Actually, this is not nang. Sorry. It should be gusto ko ang. Okay, because
Ko.
why? Ko is a noun pronoun. So the speaker is in the out of focus. Why? What is our focus here?
A beef steak.
Yes, the beef steak. Okay, so we're talking. He is saying, the speaker is saying that he wants beef steak, right? So we're talking about
So that is in
what is
focus.
the object? Yes. So let's go read it. But I'll start first, and then we'll alternate. We'll switch. Okay. Kayo, ma'am, ano po ang gusto nyo?
Chef salad lang ang sayak akin.
Kayo po, sir.
Ako gusto ko ng bistik.
Again, ang bistik. Sorry.
Ang
Okay. And here's the stew ang. Okay. Gusto nyo rin po ang sinangag?
sige.
Salamat po. Okay, you start.
Kayo ano po ang gusto niyo?
Chef salad lang sa akin.
Kayo po, sir?
Ako, gusto kong bistik.
Gusto niyo rin po ang sinagag?
Oo, sige.
Salamat po.
Okay, very good. So let's see here. Now we're gonna look at, on the following lessons, we're gonna look at about when we say the verb want, okay, or want, I want, or want to, okay. Every time we use gusto, which is want, on the opposite, don't want, okay. So want is gusto, and don't want is the opposite, gusto, and this is want, sorry, want, and the opposite, don't want, is you just add the negative word, hindi gusto, or there's another opposite, direct opposite of this adjective, gusto, want, or like. You say ayaw, dislike, dislike, okay, like and dislike. Now you can also instead put the negative word, not, or which means don't like, okay, don't want, okay. So if you want to say, how would you say I don't like beef steak?
So it would say ako hindi gusto ang bistik.
Okay, all right. Well, you see here, the reason why is there's a ko, there's a comma there. It's saying for me, okay? So if you want to just say I don't want, just say this part.
Hindi gusto ang bistik.
That's right. Oh, sorry. Or you could say this, because whenever you use a negative word in Tagalog, if in case you use a negative word, okay, you have to place that in front of an adjective. So for example, with hindi, you will have to put your pronoun after the hindi. Okay, so if in English, let me put the English first. We said gusto ko ang bistik, right? If you want to say, if you want to say with hindi, you will have to put hindi ko. Okay, you have to place that there. Gusto. All right? Ang bistik. Or what's the direct opposite of gusto, the dislike?
The opposite of ayaw.
Ayaw ko ang gusto. Alright? If you use the word negative, the negative word hindi, which is don't, translate to don't, you have to put your pronoun right after that hindi. Okay?
Okay.
It'll be the same whenever you describe someone. For example, what is maganda?
Good.
Maganda is actually beautiful.
Oh.
Okay? Like magandang umaga, beautiful morning. Okay? Good is mabait. Okay? So we're gonna look at that. Mabait is good. Yes. Or kind. Okay? So if you wanna say not beautiful, she's not beautiful. So you would say not beautiful is, put the negative
So
word.
hindi.
Yes, hindi
Hindi.
maganda.
Maganda.
That's right. Not beautiful. Okay? If you want to say...
But what if you were saying like she's not beautiful? Would it be
Oh.
like hindi niya maganda?
No. Okay, so it's like this. Because this is describing someone. This is an adjective. All right? This is a verb. Okay? If you're using a verb, gusto, particularly the word gusto and ayaw, you will have to use ng pronouns always. Okay, so we have to put that here. For verbs, gusto and ayaw, you will have to use the nang, you will have to use nang pronouns, or you will have to follow it with nang pronouns. Okay? You get it? Only for verbs, gusto and ayaw. Okay? There are more, like need to, have to. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? We will learn that later. Okay?
Okay.
But for now, gusto and ayaw first will always use the nang case. But when you are describing a person, because it's an adjective, you don't say hindi niya maganda, okay? You will have to say the person, if you're talking about, because you're describing a person. Remember, our first basic sentence pattern is describing someone. So we'll have the ang phrase, the ang, and then the predicate. So if we will want to say subject predicate, sample, she is beautiful. That's what you want to say, right? Or she is not beautiful. It doesn't matter. Let's do the she is beautiful first. You will have to use the ang pronoun. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why? Because you're talking about her. You're
She's the
describing her.
subject.
So you will have to say siya, she is siya, ay beautiful. So I would say siya ay
maganda.
Maganda. Now, if you want to say not beautiful, you just add the word in front, the negative word in front of maganda. Siya ay hindi maganda. Okay? Now, can you, what you call this? So, what about mabait? You're gonna describe mabait. He is good.
Siya ay mabait. Mabait.
Yes. And what if she's not good?
Siya ay hindi mabait.
Hindi mabait. Yes. Very good. Okay, so that's it. You just add the word hindi. Okay? If you mean the opposite or not. Okay? That's for adjective. But for verbs, this is how you do it. Huh? You have to use ng pronoun. So for example, we want to say, for example, we want to say, she doesn't like apples. All right. So what is she in the nang case?
Niya.
Yes. Okay. So let's put. So now we're gonna translate this. That we will put the. Let's do the SP. Okay. The reason for this gusto, we started with gusto. This is PS. Actually, these are all PS. These are PS. Okay. Hindi gusto. Gusto ko ang bistik. This is PS pattern. Okay.
Mhm.
So, same as this. These are all PS. Now, if we are to do this in SP pattern, we will have to say, ang apples ay, what is doesn't like or dislike?
So ayaw.
Ayaw. And then the noun pronoun for she?
Niya.
Niya. Okay. All right. Now, if it's SP, TS, sorry, we start with the ayaw.
Ayaw niya
Mm-hmm.
ang apples.
There you go. Okay. So it's still niya. Why? Because we're using the verb dislike or like. Okay. If she likes apples, you just say ang. How would
sorry,
you say
sorry.
that?
I was writing down. Sorry. What?
No problem. If you want to say she likes apple, how would you say?
Just she likes apples.
Mm-hmm.
Nia gusto apples.
Again, look at this. Your focus is the apple, and this is SP, subject predicate. If you want to use the PS, you have to start with the.
So so gusto niya ang apples.
Very good. Yes, there
I
you
see.
go. Okay. How would you say, we're just using gusto and ayaw, okay? I want you to, because this is very common that you have to use this. Especially you're gonna meet someone, you'll be talking mostly about gusto and ayaw, right?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so what if I want to say, I like, you can just use the English nouns. I like action movies.
All right.
I like action movies. So what is I?
So if for SP, so SP would be action movies. I gusto.
Where's your noun? Where's I?
Ako.
Gusto ko. Okay.
Gusto ko.
Again, always noun pronouns.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Noun pronouns, the word gusto and ayaw. Okay. So you're not gonna. This is the formal way. Formal way. If you wanna say it in spoken, you have to reverse this.
Gusto ko ang action movies.
Very good. Okay. So we keep doing that. Okay, until you get used to it. I like you doing the SP because from here you will know how to reverse it. You're gonna start with predicate. That's why I like you doing this.
I understand. Yeah.
What if you want to say, "Oh, I don't like pasta."
Ayaw ko ang pasta.
Very good. So, what else that you don't like? Can you say anything? Just use the English noun.
Ayaw ko ang cats.
Really?
I like the dog. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gusto ko ang aso.
That's right. Gusto kong aso. Okay. And you can also shorten this by, because this gusto ko ang, instead of keep saying gusto ko ang, you can omit this one letter and gusto kong. Okay. That means gusto ko ang. Okay. So it's like gusto kong. Yeah. It's kind of like one syllable less. Okay. Gusto, or one word less. Gusto kong action movies. Gusto kong. What else is gusto? What else do you like? Gusto kong Tell me more about what you like.
Gusto
About
kong
three more.
pizza.
Good.
Gusto kong
Gusto kong, say kong.
gusto kong driving.
Driving, okay.
Gusto kong sunshine.
Sunshine. What is ayaw mo naman? What is it that you don't like?
Ayaw.
Things you don't like. Things you don't like, not verb, okay? Because I'm going to teach you later how to say another verb that you don't like to do, okay? For now, you're going to tell me things that you dislike. Food that you don't like.
Okay. Ayaw kong isda. That's fish, right?
Yeah, my
I don't
husband too.
I don't really like seafood.
Yeah,
But
you
I'm
have
gonna
to.
have to start if I'm going to the Philippines.
Well, you don't force yourself. You just have to let her know that you don't like it, okay? Because why? You don't know what could happen to you. It could tear up your stomach, you know.
Yeah.
My husband is the same. I had to adjust to that. That I don't cook isda at home. Is because he doesn't like the smell. Okay,
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect that, you know. So when I want to eat, when we go out, I eat fish. But I don't cook it at home.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so you have to let her know that. Okay, she will respect that. What else that you don't like? What is what qualities of a person that you hate?
Ayaw kong lazy.
Lazy. Okay, very good. Lazy is, let's look at some adjectives here. Lazy is tamad. Okay. So it's like you're saying ayaw ko ang tamad. Okay. All right. Tamad. Tamad is lazy. Now, there's no person here, right? So if it's a noun with the noun person, tao. Okay. All right. Remember when I taught you how to make the adjectives with a noun? So you have to use a linker. Tamad, it ends with a consonant. So we have to use the linker na tao. Okay? Or you can ayaw ko ang, you can also reverse this, tamad na tao, lazy person. Or you can say it two ways.
I'll have to refresh that.
Yes, okay. So if you want to, you can reverse this also. If you want to use tamad, and then because this ends with a consonant, you have to follow it with the linker na. But if you want to put the noun first, which is tao, tao ends with a consonant, so we have to add an ng. Okay? Here we had to add the na linker. Taong, and then the adjective tamad. So you can actually say ayoko ang both.
Taong tamad.
Taong tamad, lazy person. Okay?
Gotcha, yeah.
All right. So next. Do you want me to screenshot this or?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Okay. All right. Later, we will learn some adjectives and their opposites. Okay. So like I said, two ways you can just add. If you can't remember the opposite word of an adjective, just put hindi with what you know. Okay. So maganda, hindi maganda. Mabait, hindi mabait. Okay. Intelligent, hindi intelligent. Okay. Say smart, hindi smart. Okay, you can actually use the English word as well. Now let's look at these medical emergencies. Read the Tagalog clauses only or sentences.
Masama ang pakiramdam ko. Ang sakit ng ulo ko. May sakit pa siya.
Mhm.
Siya.
Mhm.
Masakit siya. Masakit.
Mhm.
Aray. Kailangan ko ng gamot.
Mhm.
Buntis siya.
Is she? I'm kidding.
May hospital.
Yes.
Dalhin natin siya sa hospital.
Mhm.
Tumawag ka ng doktor.
Mhm.
Bilisan mo. Kingat siya ng aso.
Excuse me. Mhm.
Nadulas ako.
Mhm.
Huminga ka.
All right. Okay, so if we will look at all these sentences, you will, if you, I want you to, not all these phrases, you will find the word ang, okay? Or the focus, like this phrase is a complete thought, okay? But we only use one word, which is sakit, masakit. Sakit is pain, okay? But this is an adjective only, masakit. And it describes the whole thought. It hurts, okay? But when you want to say something like that, okay? That, remember when I taught you that in Tagalog you can express a complete thought, mostly if it starts with it. It's raining, umuulan. It's the sun starting to shine, umaaraw. Okay, araw is sun. Okay, it's overflowing, umaapaw. Okay, you can just express that with one word. Now, if you look at the other words here, this is the first, masama ang pakiramdam ko. So, masama is actually an adjective that means bad. Okay, masama means bad or not well. Okay, in this context, this means not well. Okay, the pakiramdam is a focus here. If you notice, ang pakiramdam. So you know pakiramdam is a noun because ang is a noun marker. So this will translate to pakiramdam. The English translation is I don't feel well because this ang pakiramdam, this means ang feeling ko, okay, and the ko, all right, ang feeling ko ay bad or not well, okay? So, masama ang pakiramdam ko. So, you can actually say, masama ang feeling ko eh. Okay? I mean, masama ang feeling ko. It means masama, I don't feel well. Masama yung feeling ko, whatever. I don't feel well or I feel unwell. Okay? So, ang pakiramdam is feeling. Okay?
Yep.
Get it? Now, here's another example of two ways to use the adjective. The first one uses the root word marked with ang. So you know that the focus here is sakit is pain. Okay? Sakit is equal to ache. All right? Or pain. Okay? So we're saying that ang sakit ng ulo ko is like saying the pain of my head. Okay? But in Tagalog, we're talking about there's a pain in my head or the pain of my head. So it means masakit, my head hurts. Okay, that's an English translation. It's not literal. But the other adjective, I use the ma plus adjective root word. Ma plus the root word sakit, masakit. But look at this. The first one, my focus was the pain. Okay, so you can only have a focus and the out of focus. Here, the pain of my head. So you know that we're talking about the pain, not the head.
Mhm.
All right. The second is I use the adjective instead, not focusing on the masakit adjective. So my focus is the head now. The head, my head hurts. Okay? That actually translates to this. Okay? Except the masakit means painful. Okay? Masakit means painful. Okay? But that's how you describe my head hurts. Okay? Does it make sense? Do you have any
Mhm.
question on this? How we
No.
put the focus and the out of focus?
Mhm.
Okay, so you cannot say, ang sakit ang ulo ko. No, that's too focus.
I see. Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm trying to teach you here. Okay, all right, next. Um, so we will learn this too when we want to say have. My means have. Okay, is she sick? That's the English translation. But it's like my. It means my is have. Teach you later. Have or has sickness. Okay. Does she have sickness? That's basically this question is. Okay. But we say may sakit ba siya? So it's like saying she have sickness or she has sickness. Okay. So has sickness. Is she? Something like that. Okay.
Mhm.
But we're going to learn more about my and mayron later. Okay. Do you have any question on this part?
No.
Okay. Now, here's one dalhin. This is dalhin natin. Remember when we were talking about the noun pronoun? This is a noun pronoun. Okay? Because we're talking about siya ay dalhin natin. This is a benefactor. This is using a benefactor. How do we know that this is benefactor focused verb? Because we are using the in or hin, rather, dalhin, from the word dala. Root word is dala, means take, okay, or bring, okay, all right. And then we are forming it like we form an object focus verb. BFV is being formed similar to OFV because we're using in, okay. BFV uses also the in infix and hin, okay, hin or han sometimes. So in this case, we use hin. Remember the word dalahin? We studied this before. This is the infinitive, dalahin, but we shorten it to dalhin. This is a benefactor focused verb
Mhm.
because we're talking about how do we know it's benefactor? Because we are using the pronoun, the ang pronoun siya, which is her, okay? So we are saying here that she was brought or taken to the hospital, okay? To the hospital. So we use she, we are talking about what happened to her. So she's the benefactor of the bringing or the taking, okay? She's the one receiving that direct action, direct object of that action. So, and this is, yeah, infinitive, dalhin. What is present of dalahin or dalhin? We form an OFV, we will identify the first syllable, and then we insert the in and dinala, okay, from the root word. Okay, let's put the root word here. Okay. Dina plus the full root word, dinadala. Past would be shorter, what I did earlier. You have the first syllable, insert that infix, plus the remainder of the root word, dinala. Future will be similar to infinitive. We're going to repeat this first syllable, plus attach the whole infinitive, dadalhin. Okay?
Mhm.
Do you remember that? Okay, so that's what we use here. So the benefactor verb, who is our benefactor here? Can you tell?
Siya.
That's right, siya. Yes. So siya is our benefactor. So in a benefactor verb, we use the ang pronoun. Our siya is our subject. It's like a combination of an actor focused sentence and the OFV or object focused sentence. Why? We focus on the not the actor, the object is our focus. But we're using like an OFV type of verb. Do you get what I mean? Okay,
Yeah,
makes sense.
so why I'm just not. Why is it HIN at the end instead of an infix somewhere?
Instead of dalain or dalhin. Okay, BFV,
Definitive.
benefactor focus, you will recognize them because these are some of the suffix. Okay,
Oh,
suffix. We
okay.
use hin. Sometimes we use for suffix. Suffix we use in or hin or an and han. These are suffixes. Okay, suffixes. Now for prefixes or infix, we also use the in or infix.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
All right. Or sometimes we would say ni. Okay, in front. Okay. All right. So I'll give you some sample words about this. Okay. For example, kuha. Kuha is kuha. Take is bring. Okay. Kuha is to take something. Okay. I will use like take the, for example, so you can understand the concept. Take something. Take the money. Okay. This is take as in bringing somebody. Okay. This dala is using to bring somebody somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So kuha. So we can say kuhanin, kuha plus or kuhain. Okay. This is the infinitive. Kuhain, or we would say kunin. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Present. You have the first syllable. You insert the in. Kinu, kuha. Past. You have the first syllable. Insert the infix kinu plus the remainder kinuha. Future. Repeat the first syllable and attach the whole infinitive kukunin. What about an and han? For example, we say tawag. Tawag means to call somebody. Okay, let's say on phone. All right. Infinitive, tawag plus an. Okay, see, I'm using the an.
How would you know to use that?
Correct. Yes, very good. You know why? When you want to, we have different contexts of call. If you want to call somebody on phone, okay, on the phone or by phone, you have to use tawagan. Mm-hmm. If you want to express to call out, like, can you call him for me? Okay, like just there, he's over there, you want to call him, tawagin. We have to use in. All right, so that's how you would know which suffixes we need to use. Okay, so we'll learn that later on, different words for vocabulary. Okay, so can you help me form the present for this?
So it would be T-A-N-A.
What is the infix here?
A-N.
T-I-N. All right.
Oh,
Again, the present will use in. Okay. It's very good. This is what I'm saying. With present and past, with OFV and BFV, it's consisted with the infix in. Okay. See here. It's also IN. Okay. It will only be different with infinitive, with the suffix. The infinitive has a suffix and the future has a suffix. Okay, you see
okay.
here too, the suffix is an infinitive and future, but in present, it'll be similar to OFV. Okay, all right, so let's do
Okay.
this. So your first syllable was ta.
Yeah, so T-I-N-A,
Then
and then
root word.
tawag.
That's right. Past.
So it would be T-I-N-A-W-A-G.
Yes. Tinawag.
And then it
Future.
would be T-A, and then T-A, tawagan.
Yes. Tawagan. Tatawagan. Okay. The whole infinitive. Okay. All right. Here, you see this? Bilisan. Look at this word. Bilisan. It has an an at the end. Hurry, to make it fast. Okay? To
Yeah.
make hurry. So that is a benefactor also. Okay? All right. We'll look more on benefactor verbs as we go along. Okay? And let me screenshot this quickly. Any more question on this part?
No, that's good.
Okay, hang on. Right. Ay, sorry. What's happening? Hold on. Mistake. Okay. Again. All right. Okay. Next. Now the sa case. Okay. Again, I told you the sa case is over. It doesn't mean it has to be at the end of the predicate. But when you do an SP pattern, subject in front, and on the predicate part, you will find the sa case. It's part of the predicate. Okay. But again, if you're using a personal name, you can switch this around. But let me just tell you what is the use or what can you find in sa case or what is sa case. This is the third and last case of nouns and pronouns in Filipino. Okay, so what do we mean by that? The sa cases is where we want to say or place when we want to sa case serve as the place of something. And sa case nouns or phrase answers the question where and when. Okay, actually, and when. Where and when. So what do we mean by that? For example, but for now, we're going to look at the sa case place of something. Okay, so prepositional phrase is what we're looking at here. So I want you to read the Tagalog only version of these sentences.
Ibinigay,
Ibinigay.
ibinigay
Mhm.
ko ang libro kay Miguel.
Mhm.
Umiram siya ng pera kay Carla. Inilagay mo ba ang computer sa mesa?
Mhm.
Pakilagay ang mga
Mhm.
lumang libro sa
Garahe.
garahe.
Mhm.
Saan sa kusina mo inilagay ang upuan.
Upuan. Okay. All right. Upuan. So if you notice, when we were using so let's go here. So that, if you notice, in English, these are the prepositional phrase. Okay. So to Miguel, from Carla, on the table, in the garage, in the kitchen. So in Tagalog, we only use one. All these prepositions we use except for when we are addressing a personal name or expressing using a personal name. We have to use a different. All the rest we have to use sa. Okay, let's go here. If it's a personal sa case for personal names, we have to use kai or kina before the name, okay? As a place of something. So for example, singular will have to be like this because you're using a personal name. Can you please read?
Kay Amado, kay Charina.
If it's plural, we have to use kina.
Kina Amado at Nene, Kina Kiko at Charina.
Okay. If you remember, just to refresh your mind, ang markers, okay, for pronouns, or sorry, ang markers or ang pronouns, noun pronouns, noun marker, ang noun markers. For ang case, it's si, sina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nang, noun markers, ni, nina.
Nina.
Sa, noun markers are these, okay?
Okay.
Personal name, okay? Kai and kina, okay? These are personal names, okay? Now the reason I'm writing this is we're gonna create sentence below, okay? Name markers, okay? Right?
Can I do this one here for homework?
Oh yeah, sure. It's already one. So we already did 1 hour. Yes.
Yeah, the time flies. I know it always goes by so quick.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna give this to you. You can try this, okay, because it has all that. Remember, there's SP and then there's PS. Okay, so this will be your homework. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So, I'll just send it to your Skype. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. No problem. Bye, Joseph.
Take care. Bye-bye.